What to do? What to do? Is there anything I could do? While I'm waiting for other voices, I wonder if there's anything. Alright, who is it? Hey, it's me, Elena. I got an idea. Really, Elena? What's your idea? Well, how about you read that book you wrote? You know, the one that's been on Amazon for about a year or so? Maybe you can share it with all your fans. That sounds like a really good idea, Lena. I mean, I know it's been bought a lot of times on Amazon, but that's a great idea. Thanks, Elena. No problem. Always here to help. Now off you go and hang around with Cassie and the guys, alright? I might be there soon. Sure. Alright. Hello, Pony. It's Romance Riddle 1. Today I'm doing something different. A dramatic reading of a book I wrote. And I've mentioned before that the audio drama love stories are based on the book series that I'm writing. I haven't got all of them published yet, but I will. Because in the meantime, I'm doing fan fiction, and my teeth are still hurting. Why can I not speak with sore teeth after whitening? Anyway, and I'll have a link to the book in the description below. Because it's on Amazon, you need a Kindle. That's required. And I think it's like 99p in the UK, maybe 99 cents in America. I don't know. So, ow. Anyway, it's time to read. Alright. Prologue, Edinburgh, Scotland, 1567. The day was a very beautiful day. The sun was shining brightly. Your Princess Elena Marchman, who was a beautiful little girl, rushed out of the castle and ran to the field, which was shining of gold because of the sun. The field was known as the Field of Gold. Elena giggled in delight as she ran to the field and jumped into the tall grass. This was a field that her mother, Queen Natalie, told her about when she was 5 years old. It was Natalie's childhood all over again. She loved to play in the field when she had nothing to do. It was also her favourite hiding place when she played hide and seek with her friends. Lena's golden blonde hair was braided and she had grey eyes, and she was wearing a dark blue dress which was down to her feet. She also had her wooden toy sword with her to play with, and with the other children that were around, Elena had a vivid imagination. She would always pretend that she was on an adventure around the world. She wanted to explore the world when she was old enough. What Elena disliked the most was her father, King James, whom she didn't get along with. He would always ignore her every time she wanted to talk to him. For a little girl like Elena, she never knew why her father disliked her. Elena sprinted around the field, yelling battle cries like the soldiers she saw at the training yards. The soldiers were friendly around Elena. They even let her try, okay, messed up that part. The soldiers were friendly around Elena. They even let her have a try on the training dummies with her toy sword to see her fighting skills. Sadly, James always found her there and would drag her away from the soldiers, giving her a scolding and sent her to her room. Elena soon ran into someone about her age, also with a wooden toy sword. He was wearing breeches and a leather tunic. His eyes were the colour of melting chocolate, and his short, straight hair was the colour of black crows. They both got up, brushing off the dry grass that was on their clothing. "Oh, I'm so sorry," said Elena apologetically. The boy stared at her for a moment, then nodded. "Oh, it's all right. I wasn't watching where I was going either," replied the boy. Elena laughed and smiled back at him, and he smiled back at her. "So what's your name?" asked Elena in her sweet voice. "My name is Daniel Defolay," explained the boy, smiling at her. "My name is Elena Marchman," said Elena. After talking for some minutes, Elena and Daniel decided to have a sword fight with their wooden swords. It lasted for a few minutes, with Daniel being the winner of the game. "Elena, what are you doing?" shouted a loud, deep voice. "Oh no, not again." It was James running up to her. What did she do now? "Father, what are you doing here?" demanded Elena in a stern voice. James didn't respond and grabbed her by her arm and dragged her away from Daniel. She gave a tiny wave goodbye while Daniel did the same, then ran off across the field in fear. "Father, what did I do this time? I was just playing with a boy in the field," explained Elena. James then let go of her arm when they got back to the castle. "Well, playing with him was shameful to do, young lady," responded James aggressively. He then walked away from Elena without explaining why playing with Daniel was a shameful thing to do. What was wrong with that? The next morning, Elena woke up. She had dreams about the day she and Daniel first met. They didn't involve James, which was what should have happened yesterday. When Elena walked downstairs to get breakfast of pie and broiled bear, James was sitting on his throne, glaring at her. Her mother, Natalie, elbowed him in the ribs and told him off. Elena didn't hear what she said to him. It was too noisy with laughing and shouting. Elena sat down on her seat beside her mother. She didn't want to sit beside her father. Elena, may I speak to you in private after breakfast? Said Natalie when she looked at Elena. Elena nodded, then continued to eat her breakfast. After eating breakfast, Elena walked to her bedroom, where her mother would be there to talk to her privately. Natalie was sitting on her bed, waiting for Elena to join her. Elena, remember the boy you were playing with yesterday? Asked Natalie. Elena nodded. Well, he's the son of our family enemies, the de Voilet family. Elena gasped in shock, then ran out to the balcony. This all made sense to her now. Her father dragged her away because he was the son of a family enemy, and she wasn't allowed to play with him. Afterwards, Elena and Daniel never saw each other or played together again. Well, that's the prologue, and I'm not going to read the next chapter because my teeth are starting to get sore. It's difficult to speak. I do not know why, but that's what I get for having my teeth whitened. I should have drunk my coffee. That could have helped. Anyway, that's the prologue. I'll see you guys for the next chapter or chapters. Don't forget to buy this book. It would be nice. See you later.